Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven, and thank you very much for joining me today. And today I'm going to be showing you how I created this Halloween mini album, and it is using the Tombstone gift bag die set from Simply Made Crafts. So I'll show you what the mini album looks like. So here is a closer look, and then here is the spine with some ribbon and charms and things on the side there. And I used the frame that comes in that die set to use as my frame for my photo mats. So these pull out, okay. We have some pull out photo mats here, and I just added some pom-pom trim. And each page has a pumpkin on the end here. This is cut from the patterned paper, and you'll see that on all the pages. So I'll just show you a quick flick through, and we have a photo mat here, some sentiments here, and again the pull out photo mats on there. And I thought this turned out really nice, and I absolutely love it. If you want to know how to make it, then let's get started. So I've cut all my cardstock out with my dies already just to save time, but I'll go through each step with you. I'm not going to decorate it on camera. I'm not going to decorate it with paper or anything like that. I'm just showing you the basics of how to put this album together, because I'm not entirely sure what I want to use this album for. Hence why I've done it in craft cardstock, because then I can make it either into a shabby chic album, or I don't know. But I'm not going to decorate it with you, so you can choose however you want to decorate yours. I'm just showing you the basics of how to put it together. What you need to do is we need to start off by cutting 2 of these out, okay, and I've cut them out ready. And you just need to fold on those score lines. Now if you have cardstock that is quite thin, this will be perfect, because you're going to double this up like that, so then that will make your spine more sturdier and a bit more thicker. So this crafts cardstock is a bit thinner, so this will help make it a bit more sturdier. So now what we need to do is just add some glue to the outside of one of your pieces of card, and then we're going to stick this together. So I'm going to go ahead and add glue. Okay, so I've now added that. In fact, I'm going to turn it over this way so I can see what I'm doing. So we're going to get this one, and we're going to line up the edge here where that fold is. You don't want to go all the way up to it, because otherwise your cover won't fold over nicely. So just take it up just before it, and then it'll be easier to open. And then we're going to press that down. So there we go. So that is the cover of your album. Simple, right? So now what we need to do is add our binding system. So I know sometimes it can be a bit confusing with binding systems, so I'm just going to make it really simple, to be fair. So what you're going to do is you will need to cut 4 pieces of cardstock that measure 1.5 inches wide by 4 3/8, and you will line it up in your scoreboard, and you will score along the 1.5 inch side at 3/8 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, and 1 1/8 of an inch. And you'll do that to all 4 pieces. And then we're just going to do some folding. So let me try and flatten this out so you can see better. So you have these 3 score lines here. The middle one, you're going to fold it over into a mountain fold, and then those score lines either side it, you'll fold back on itself into a valley fold. Okay, so then you'll have something like that, and we will add glue inside this section here, and we're going to glue those 2 pieces together, and then this is what it will look like once it's glued together. So really easy, and I can't be doing with difficult binding systems. I prefer to make things a bit easier for myself, so I hope that one was helpful for you. So you'll do that to your other 3 pieces of cardstock. So like I said, we're going to fold that over and press that down. Okay, so there we go. So that's what they look like. Then you'll go ahead and add some tape to the back side of these strips here, and I'm actually going to layer these on top of each other, so that it makes it more sturdier for my binding, and when my pages are in, they're strong enough to hold them. So we are going to lay them on our spine, and like I said, I'm going to layer these over the top to make it a bit more stronger. Okay, and you will notice that there'll be a gap here and here. You could add another one over the side here, but I'm just going to leave it as the 4 pages. And you could also add pattern paper behind this, but like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for. If I want to, I could add some paper just on the edges here just to cover that up, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. Go ahead and add these to our spine. So I'm going to peel off the backing. I'll do the first couple with you just to show you. Okay, so again, I'm going to leave a space here, probably about 1/4 inch gap, and make sure it's straight and press that down. So then you can go ahead and just get your bone folder and move this backwards and forwards, so then your pages will move nicely. Get your next one. I'm gonna get the edge of this one and just line it up just before that score line, and obviously you want to make sure that it's all level, top and bottom. Once you're happy, press it down so they move nice and easily. So you're going to continue adding the other 2. Okay, so there we go. And I forgot to mention that these sections here, you need to give them a trim at an angle, so then when our pages go over the top, they won't be sticking out the top of your page. Okay, so you need to preferably cut these at an angle before you stick them in the book, but I forgot that. But it's quite easy to do anyway. I managed to do it even if they were in the book, so you just give them a trim like that. Okay, so now we need to add our pages. You notice in your die set you have these 2 layering dies, so you'll have the large one and the small one, and it's the large one that you need to cut your pages. So you'll need to cut 8 of them. Okay, and we need to add some glue on these flaps here on either side. So I'm just going to use my Kalal tacky glue again. Okay, get to my first one, and we're going to line up this edge just before that fold and here. You're going to get your second one. Again, add your glue on this side, the back of the page that we just added. You're going to add glue all on that section there. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see. So again, we're going to place this on there, and we also want to make sure that the page is all lined up with each other. Once you're happy, you can go ahead and press that down. And there we go. So that's our first one added. So that would actually be the back of our book. Also, you want to make sure that when you stick these down that it's flat while you're sticking it down, because otherwise your pages won't lay right in your book. Okay, so don't glue them together like that, because otherwise it will just stay up like that. You need to make sure that you stick it down while it's laying flat. So again, you'll add glue onto this one on either side, stick another 2 together to make your page, and again lay it flat while you're sticking it down, and also make sure that it's lining up top and bottom with the page that you've just stuck down. That's the pages now added. And then finally you will need to cut your paper with the next layering die. So this is the small one, and you're going to need to cut 12 of these. Okay, so 2 will be for your front and back cover, 2 will be for your inside covers, and then the other ones will be to layer on your pages like that. So that's what the pages will look like, that's what the inside covers will look like, and your outside covers. And then your spine, I cut mine 2.5 by 4 3/8. So there we go. And then you will just need to just simply add some pockets if you wish. And for the tags, I used this, and I just cut off the tabs on the edge, and then you've got your tag here, so you could add into your pockets. And then I got the frame die, and I laid it on there, 3 sides of my frame, and then I added some card in there and added a tab, so then you can pull that photo mat out of your frame. And yeah, really simple and easy to make, and I hope that was easy for you to understand and give it a go. As always, links in the video description bar below as well if you want to go and have a look at Helen's collection on Craftstash. And yeah, till next time guys, take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye.